Hi, good afternoon. This is Lunch with Laura. I'm in a little bit of a different location today, so we're going to do a quick video because I actually have to um, go to another meeting. But I'm so happy you're spending a little bit of your lunch with me today. Today we're going to be talking about bad dates. How should we respond? What's going on? Well, who are these crazy people coming out of the woodwork? They're coming out of the brick walls behind me. They're like heat-seeking missiles. They find me. I'm just so if that resonates with you, if you feel like that's where you are, know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And sometimes we just feel like we are just attracting those types of people, and there may be something that we're broadcasting, that we have a core belief that it's kind of sending out that signal to say, hey, I'm going through a rough time, or hey, I really. Okay, there we go. Sorry. They're not quite in alignment. Your core beliefs may not be quite in alignment with what heaven says about you. And so, if you're at that place, there's no all you're all the work in progress. And I would just encourage you to there's a wonderful book from Dr. Caroline Leaf called Switch on Your Brain. And within that book, she has a 21-day detox, and it really helps you to um, get rid of all of the ungodly beliefs that are in your mind that you have about yourself, and it really helps you to then shift to come into agreement with what God says about you and who you are, and all the wonderful things and all the wonderful promises, and who you are. You're fearfully, wonderfully made, all that good stuff. And so, if there is something that we need to kind of work on in that area, I know I do. So let me just push you out of the way and get to the front of the line, because I'm talking to me as much as I'm talking to you. Okay. And so just know that we're all working on it. We are. And so, when you have negative dating experience, when you have bad dates, and you don't see it coming, that's the bad, obviously, because you obviously agreed to go out with the person, right? So you wouldn't agree to go out with somebody you know that you're going to have a bad experience with, right? So when you don't see it coming, you're like, oh my gosh, how did that 18-wheeler, almost. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. I'm having to move to different places to get a better connection. Um, but when we have these negative experiences, um, just know, 9 times out of 10, it's not about you. It's really not about you. This is about stuff that got, seeds that got planted way before they ever met you. From whether it's be from their childhood, or from experiences that they might have had if they were married before, bad experiences from that they haven't been healed from. It's always something that they haven't been healed from. They really haven't gotten resolution on, and they carry it, and it spills over into when we have interactions with them. And so just know, I always pray a blessing over them. Simply say, God, just give them relief from all the negative feelings and negative experiences that they're carrying around, because it is a burden, and it is something that is going to continue to weigh on them. And God forbid, if they carry it long enough and continue to meditate on it long enough and allow it to really be something that they carry within them, it can affect their health. It can literally make them physically sick. And so, there's also in the book that I mentioned before, there is she just is wonderful in explaining how negative thoughts, secrete all these kind of bad proteins that create these kind of weird trees that kind of looks like in your brain, these chemical responses. And you have negative thoughts, these trees look all weird and sickly. When you have positive thoughts, these trees look healthy and vibrant and beautiful. And so just know it's not about you. Just let it roll off your back. Pray for them that they get, some relief and some freedom from all the negativity that they're carrying about relationships and about, sometimes, about life in general. I might have mentioned this before. I knew of a gentleman who was in his late 50s who had been married maybe about 5 years. He had been divorced for 18 years. They didn't have any children. He hadn't seen her or heard from his ex-wife in 18 years. And he talked about her like he just walked out the courthouse yesterday, like his divorce just happened yesterday. And it was getting to the point where he was having such pain in his gut that it would wake him up out of a sound sleep almost every night. You don't want to be that guy. Don't be him. And so if you encounter people that, you seem real nice at first, you end up going on a date with them, and he ends up looking like that guy, pray for him, because, oh, that is a horrible existence. I don't know how else to say it, but that's what it is. It's a horrible existence. And so our reactions, especially if you're a believer, is to pray for that person, that they get some freedom from all the muckety muck and the branding that the enemy has tried to place on their mind and on their heart. That's really the core of it. That's really what it is. It's the enemy trying to destroy the happiness that that person is supposed to have, that God always had a plan for them. And, we're not going to allow somebody else's muckety muck to then go ahead and destroy and taint our experiences and the happiness that's with. We're not going to paint everybody with a broad brush and about that. We're not going to paint people with a broad brush and say, this is how everybody is, and I'm not going to date anymore. There may be a season when God pulls us back and say, now's not the time to date because you have other things that I want you to focus on. But if you really feel like, or you really have a stirring in your heart to date, just know, don't let these, folks really taint you and, have you really, really jaded about dating. So that's my quick video for today. Tomorrow will be the last video for the week. And also look out for tomorrow, sometime tomorrow, there'll be more information about Divorce Divas Academy. Our doors are going to be opening up Monday, October 3rd. Yay! So excited. Can you tell? I'm so excited. And our first class is going to be on Tuesday, November 1st for Divorce Divas Academy. And the name of the class is going to be Why Dads Disconnect from Their Kids. And I'm going to have with me licensed therapist Robin Perry Braun, and we're going to be talking about the 3 major reasons why men disconnect from their kids after a breakup or after divorce. Okay, so you don't want to miss that. There's going to be postings on my Facebook page, so keep your eyes peeled and thank you for joining me. Enjoy the rest of your lunch and have a